So folks, you can finally see that our take profit is hit. So it was a pretty easy trade, but I still exited at break even. Why? I will tell you the reason. So first of all guys, let me remove this dollar index chart. So first of all guys, there was a this 45-minute internal to external range liquidity here. Put a 5-minute IRL to this external range liquidity here, which I entered here on my real account. I entered after the market structure shift guys. So 45-minute IRL to ARL, and the 30-minute time frame also aligns the same. You can see the 30-minute IRL to this external range liquidity, and then on the 5-minute chart, you can see an SMT here, and then on the 5-minute chart you can see that Euro respected this 5-minute bearish fair value gap here, and whereas GBP, what it did was this 5-minute fair value gap was disrespected, and price made a buy side sweep here. So after that I waited for a market structure shift that was here. So the same happened here. I waited for a market structure shift. Then what happened was, as it was night time, as it was Asian session, you can say my price started to consolidate. That is, price was, I entered in here, price moved up to here to close to RTP, and then it reversed, it went up to here, and my stop loss was at break even point. And when the price went up here, I immediately got hit at my break even. My stop loss was break even. I immediately got my SL8, and then what happened was, today morning it consolidated and a bit, and then it went to my target. So this trade would be, I would say, everything was right, but still I exited at break even because I didn't want a loss. I wanted to protect my capital, and for second of all, it was Asians. You can say that it was New York 3 p.m. 4 p.m. time. The market would you can see that here. It was New York afternoon time. You can see that it will consolidate, and then today Asian session, and then it hit our take profit. So everything was right, and I did not win or lose in the trade. So whenever I used to paper trade, I used to win the trades. Every trade my take profit would get hit, but when I entered into real trading, not demo trading, I realized every time you are correct, even every time everything is correct, your bias and everything, you still sometimes lose. That's what happens guys, you still lose sometimes, and you still lose sometimes, you still win sometimes, and you will still stuck as break even. And even when everything is right, sometimes my stop loss gets hit, sometimes market consolidates, I immediately want to exit, then even booking a loss, and sometimes it goes away to our take profit. That's what's the difference between real trading and demo trading guys. In demo trading everything was easy. So if I demo traded this, you can see that I entered in here, my take profit was at here, nothing was lost. But when it comes to real account, there will be money management problems and everything. You have to manage your capital and everything. That's why I put my stop loss. When it came up to here, I put my stop loss at break even, but what happened was it immediately reversed and hit my break even point and then went to our direction. Sometimes it happens guys. I My stop loss was at this SMT swing high at first, and then when price came down here very close to our target, I immediately put my stop loss at break even, and then you can see that here it went up, hit our break even and then moved to our target. Happens guys, shit happens, but the main thing is capital preservation, not how many times you are right. You can see that almost every time I am right, only sometimes my target doesn't hit, but you have to preserve your capital. That's what's the first thing. And if I would be in this trade, so it would be night time here in our country, I would have lost sleep. I did not sleep until price came up to here, and then when it hit our break even, then I slept because I can't manage my emotions. I'll be in panic mode. So what if my stop loss gets either it should hit my stop loss or it should hit my take profit. It shouldn't stay in between. I couldn't sleep. That's what happens guys. And our final year take profit is it. So I first of all what I'm proud of is I noticed this SMT before everyone. I noticed this SMT before everyone. So first of all guys, there was this 5-minute SMT where euro made a lower low here. You can see that euro made a lower low and JVP swept the buy side liquidity by disrespecting this bearish fair value gap, and after this market structure shift I should have entered. You can see that GU did not hit our take profit guys. You can see that because it was the stronger asset, you can say, on bearish terms, because price swept the buy side liquidity, it would be a stronger asset, right? And first of all guys, there was this 45 ignore this fair value gap. So first of all guys, there was this 45-minute IRL to this external range liquidity, and then on the 5-minute chart you can see that our SMT formed and then our take profit gets hit. So what I was hesitant, why did I move my stop loss to break even though I never move it, is because there was no higher time frame bias, that is hourly time frame or anything. It wasn't showing bearish. You can see that everything was bullish. The only reason I put my stop loss at break even was that there was only this 45-minute IRL to ARL, but also this 45-minute IRL to ARL higher time frame negative. You can see that it was also SMT. It did not respect it and price made a higher high. So even higher time frame is a victim of SMT. So that's why I was a bit hesitant to take this trade. There was no higher time frame bias, hourly time frame or anything. So that is what happens guys. So thank you. This was the trade. Our take profits is hit. The only reason I moved my stop loss to breakeven is there was no higher time frame bias. Even if there was higher time frame the bias, it was also a victim of SMT. You can see that what I'm saying is price should have had a 2-hour bias or 1-hour bias or 4-hour bias, but it hadn't. And even on the 45-minute chart it had a bias higher time frame, but it was also a SMT. You can see that it made a lower low by respecting this bearish fair value gap, whereas it made a higher high. GBP made a higher high. That's why I was a bit reluctant to take this trade, but whatever, it hit our take profit on paper trading and break even. I got a sell hit. on my real account. So thank you guys.